impressions get ready with me / 2 looks using one palette on the Colourpop Main Squeeze Pressed Powder palette. I just received this in the mail yesterday, so I was not able to get a chance to use it yesterday. I had already done my makeup for work because I was leaving the house at like 2. And it didn't come in the mail until like literally 20 minutes after I had left for work already, because I had to leave for work at like 1:50 and I had work at 2. So anyway, this is what the palette looks like. I know I probably shouldn't be picking up any more palettes, but I decided that I was going to pick up one palette per season now rather than picking up like a million palettes at once. I've only picked up 4 palettes this year. I only picked up those 3 palettes that I recently did. The Milani palette, the Colourpop Sweet Talk palette, and the Beauty Bakery palette, and I have used all of those palettes multiple times. I love all 3 of them, so I decided to pick up a new one because I was just super intrigued by this palette. I just thought it looked so cute. I'm so like into food type of themed palettes recently. I love dessert themed palettes like the chocolate bar palettes from Too Faced or Beauty Bakery. And now Colourpop released a watermelon collection for their 5th anniversary, like their happy birthday for their 5th anniversary of becoming a company. So they released this whole collection, and I'm super excited to try this. I have not tried it yet. So this is what the front looks like, and then the back has all of the shade names. I'll go through the shade names really quick with you guys, and then I'm just going to open it up and show you guys the palette. This isn't really like a review. It's just my first impressions on it. I might do a swatching and review of the palette at the end of the week, like include it at the end of this video. Because for me, when I try out a palette, I want to make sure I try out every single shade for you guys to let you guys know how every single shade performs. So obviously I'm going to have to wear this palette about 4 times to try out all the lid shades, because there's only 4 lid shades in this palette. So after that, I'll be able to tell you guys my thoughts, and I should be able to test out the whole palette by the end of this week. So this is the inner packaging, and it has that watermelon theme. It says Main Squeeze, and then these again have the shade names on the back of the palette. And then when you open the palette, this is what it looks like. It comes with this really big mirror, and then it comes with this foam overlay, and then this is the inner palette. So this is what the inner palette looks like. And we have 9 shades. We have 5 mattes and 4 shimmer shades. So let's just go through the shades super quickly. So the top row, we have Frosé, Juicy Fruit, and Home Slice. Then we have Like It's Hot, Maraschino, and Big Gulp. And then we have Seed Money, Baywatch, and Red Bottoms. So for my look today, I think I'm going to take the mirror off because I kind of want to use this mirror. I actually don't own any of the other 9-pan palettes from Colourpop. This is actually my first one. And this is my 5th Colourpop palette. I was about to be like this. I have the 2 Kathleen Lights palettes. I have the It's a Princess Thing palette, and I have the Sweet Talk palette. So this is my 5th Colourpop palette. I try not to get too sucked in from their packaging, but just this one was just calling to me. I just thought it looked so pretty, and I just felt like it looked so simple to create a look with. So I'm not going to go in with it. Can I like speak normally? I'm not going to go in with a transition shade. I'm just going to go straight in with the palette like I did with the Sweet Talk palette. If I could find my brush, that would be great. I've been using the Too Faced brushes a lot from Chip, and I've just been loving them. So I especially love the eyeshadow brushes, so I've just been using those constantly. So I'm just going to clean it off with my color switch, and then we're going to dip into the first shade. I think I'm going to keep it more corally reddish kind of look today. I really cannot speak. So the first shade I'm going to go into is the shade Big Gulp. I think that would be the like typical crease shade that most people would start with in this palette. I don't know if I should go in with a transition shade first though. That one is a bit dark. I think I am going to go in with a transition, just because I want to see how it performs. So I'm just going to go in with Colourpop's Firefly real quick, and then I'll jump into the palette. Alright, so that's just a super light transition shade that I basically use for any look. And I forgot to tell you guys before, I did my... Why am I breaking out on my chin? I just like got rid of most of these breakouts, and now I'm breaking out again. Before I go in with the palette, I just want to tell you guys that I did prime my eyes first. I did go in with the Smashbox 24-hour primer, and then I just set it with the powder that I always use from the Marc Jacobs palette. So now I'm going to go in with that shade that I told you guys I was going to go in with originally. I'm going to go in with Big Gulp. Wow, that is really pigmented. So I'm going to go in with that one first, and I'm just going to run that through my crease. Wow. Okay, initial application, it's a bit patchy, so I'm going to build it up a little bit more. Hopefully we can build it up. I also think I need to wash my brushes a little bit better. I have to go pick up my solid brush cleanser. There's so many things I need to pick up recently that I'm like running out of that I just haven't done because I'm actually going to Connecticut on Thursday and I'm waiting for my boyfriend to pay me back for some stuff, but I just haven't really bought anything that I really need. Okay, so first application for this matte, I'm not absolutely in love with it. Let's see how it performs on the other eye. I'm not going to brush off any kick up this time. I'm just going to go in straight in with the shade. And I do find that this shade is a bit hard to blend. And usually I don't experience that with Colourpop shadows, but I'm finding that it's a bit difficult to blend and build up. So I'm going to take a little bit more. I'm kind of glad that I laid down that transition shade first, because I feel like it would have been a little bit harder to apply this, but this is actually pretty hard to work with, which I'm kind of surprised because usually I like freaking love Colourpop eyeshadows when I first apply them. I just feel like this is taking quite a bit of work to actually blend. I'm not really loving that color, but I do like it when it actually hits the light. I think it looks better. So I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm not like doing anything too super involved, and I actually kind of like that it looks like a wash of color. I'm like super biased when it comes to Colourpop too, so yeah. I don't know if I'm going to go in with a more reddish look today or a more neutral look. So I'm kind of torn as to whether or not I want to use Like It's Hot as a defining shade or Seed Money. Let me swatch both. I know they're like super similar. That's the red and that's the Seed Money color. The red shade just looks so interesting to me to try. I'm kind of really intrigued to try that one. You know what? Let's go with a more neutral look. We're just going to go in with Seed Money. I'm going to work that through my crease. Again, like these shades kind of just disappear as you're putting them on. It's kind of weird. I mean, I like that initial color in my crease at first, but I feel like as I build them up, it's not really like staying that color. I also feel like my eyes are kind of a little bit dry today. I was actually going to take a break from eyeshadow today because I'm kind of like doing like more no makeup looks recently, like especially the days where I just see my boyfriend, because I am just seeing my boyfriend today finally. I went to the city on Friday, and then Saturday through Monday I just worked. So I'm just super excited to see my boyfriend today. I feel like a little kid, but I am very excited to see him today. But I figured to test out the palette today since I had time, and it gives me an opportunity to try it out today as well, and also I just couldn't wait to try it. But I do like the look of that. That's actually really interesting. I don't have any shades like that. Okay, and now for the outer corner shade, I'm going to go in with the deepest shade, which is called Red Bottoms, and I'm going to use that and put that on my outer corners. It's a really pretty, like, plummy, reddish brown. This kind of reminds me of the colors a little bit in the Lime Crime Venus XL palette. Oh, that's actually a really nice shade. I think that actually performs really nicely. I think that matte is actually the one I like the most so far. Okay, and I'm going to put that on this side. I've heard very mixed reviews about this palette. Some people are not very happy with the color scheme in it because everyone's like, how come you didn't put like a pop of green in there? And I actually really like the color scheme. I don't really have any problem with the colors in the palette. When I actually swatch them, they really don't look that similar. I mean, yes, probably the only two that are very similar is probably Like It's Hot and Frosé. I think Big Gulp and Seed Money are different enough. And Red Bottoms, but people are like, maybe they should have ditched the monochromatic theme for this palette and should have put a pop of green in there. But, like, come on, like, I mean, like, yeah, it probably would have been more fun for them to put in a pop of green because it's a more summery palette, and a lot of people wear, like, pops of color and stuff in the summertime and springtime as opposed to the wintertime, but hey, if you want to wear color in the wintertime, obviously you can wear it whenever you want to, but I'm saying, like, people tend to gravitate more towards pops of color in the summertime because that's when, like, people do more brighter looks. So I'm kind of, like, surprised that they didn't really do a pop of color. Okay, why am I putting on so much freaking glitter glue? That is, like, too much, Caitlin. What are you doing? I don't know why I put so much on. That's, like, too much. Alright, what do I want to do for the lid? I don't know why I can't speak today. I'm like, okay, so for the lid shade, I'm really debating on Home Slice, this color, or Baywatch. I feel like if I don't use Home Slice today, I'm not going to use it for like a while, so I think I'm going to go in with that shade. And I'm going to put that, oh, okay, that's pretty. I really like that. Maybe I'm just like, I don't know. I did watch a couple of reviews of this, and the girl that I usually watch to watch Colourpop reviews, she said she didn't like this shade or Seed Money, and I'm like, this shade is so pretty. So, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I put on a glitter primer. That shade is so stunning. Oh my god, I'm so happy I went in with this shade first, because I was like, I'm just going to go in with Baywatch and do a simple look, but this goes so well with what I'm wearing that I'm just like, fuck it. Might as well just do it, right? That is really pretty. Yeah, I'm kind of loving that shade. And like, red is neutral enough for an everyday look, right? And I'm kind of really loving this look. Oh my god, this is so pretty. I don't normally create looks like this, like with a pop of red. This shade is so stunning. Like, look how pretty this red shade is. The only thing with red is that it is difficult to formulate, and red is not considered like an eye-safe color. I do feel a slight irritation on this side, but I think that's just from the glitter primer. And I am getting a little bit of fallout on my lashes as I'm applying this, but that's probably just my fault. But I want to make sure the color is like all over my eye. Oh my god, that is so freaking pretty. I'm like loving that. Okay, so that is basically the look for now. Very simple. I'm going to try and go in with, because I'm not going to do my brow bone yet. I'm going to try and go in with that Big Gulp shade again. Big Gulp shade. Can you speak? And I'm going to run that through my crease again. But I just feel like that's kind of the patchiest shade in this palette. I don't know why it's having such difficulty applying. I don't know if it's just because of my dry eyes right now. Because it's very difficult to blend out. And then I'm going to go in with Seed Money again and darken up that crease. But I do like how it looks. Like, it doesn't look bad, I just feel like it feels dry. But it looks good. This is a very summery look. I'm like kind of loving it. I'm going to go in a little bit with red bottoms again, just to make those colors more vibrant again. Yeah, I like it. It actually looks pretty good in person. Like, it doesn't look patchy. I'm not mad at it. I think it looks pretty. Okay. I love it. I actually love it. Let me just put a little bit more of the red. I feel like we kind of lost that. I don't know why it's not applying up here. You know what? I'm not really going to make it a big deal. I think it looks so stunning. Okay, and now I'm just going to pop on Hear Me Out by Colourpop on my brow bone because clearly this does not have a brow bone highlight in the palette. So I'm just going to use that. Why am I closing it when I need the mirror? Yeah, I'm just going to put that up top. And yes, I did tweeze my eyebrows recently, so recently, can I speak? Again, can I speak? And, so now, like, my eyeshadow looks a lot cleaner. But I actually really like how this look turned out. I think it's really pretty. I don't have any complaints. I think it's a very watermelon-esque type of look, so. And I think overall, once I applied the shades again, I think they look a lot better, like, together now. Like, I don't see any patchiness now, which is kind of weird. I thought, like, it felt, like, very dry, but maybe it's just because it's very pigmented. Okay, so now I'm going to go and do my face makeup. I don't think I'm going to, like, apply it and speed it up. I just feel like this video will be too long that way. So I'm just going to go do my face makeup, and I'll come back and do my lower lash line with the palette. Okay, so for my face, I just went in with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I didn't really want to do foundation today, even though my face feels a little bit sticky. I don't know why. Of course, I grabbed the wrong mascara that I'm going to be applying. And then I just set my under eyes with the Colourpop No Filter Setting Powder. I actually really like this when I do like more light makeup days. I know I use the Thrive Cosmetics one basically all the time. But when I'm just doing concealer, I really like this one underneath my eyes. This one's not, it's not like the Thrive Cosmetics one is heavy. It just like makes your under eyes look perfect. Like, and this has a little bit more of like a skin tone to it. So it looks a bit more natural than just like filtered. So that's why I love using, I mean, I know it's called the No Filter, but I feel like since it's more of like a beige skin tone, I feel like it looks like a little bit more natural. And then for my face powder, because I just wanted to set everything, and it just makes it easier to apply the other powder products over top, is I went in with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Press Powder in the shade, I always forget what shade I am, but I am trying to work on using this up at some point, but I do use this basically every time I do like a really light eyeshadow look. So let me just grab the correct mascara. Just give me a second. Rouge that I'm using. Okay, well I can't find the other one right now. I actually have been enjoying a different brush lately for my lower lash line. Not this one. It's this one. I think that this one's a lot softer to use. This is the Stila number 15 brush. It's like a dual-ended one, and I've really been liking this to smudge underneath my eyes. So for that, I'm so torn as to what I want to use. I think I'm going to do big, Like It's Hot and Seed Money. Let's just take those two. I bet they're going to be super pigmented underneath the eyes. Yeah, that is pretty, pretty, pretty. Like, I'm only going to do a little bit when, like, that is, like, really pigmented, actually. It's really pretty. I really like it. And then I'm going to do the same on the other eye, obviously. So, yeah, I basically went crazy ordering lipsticks lately. Because this isn't, like, a tutorial. This is just, like, my first impressions. It's still, like, a get ready with me. So, I feel like I can still talk about other stuff and not just the palette. I ordered the Line Crime Lip Glazes because I've been wanting those since 420 when they came out. So I finally decided to order those because like a lot of websites were having Memorial Day sales. That's why I decided to order this as well, along with the other products I'm going to show you in the video today. I feel like, why is this not applying properly? Like it's applying so freaking patchy for some reason. Why did it apply so much better to the other eye? Alright, that's better. That looks fine. And then for the inner corners, of course, I'm going to go in with the shade Juicy Fruit, which is this really beautiful gold. And I'm going to go in with that shade on the inner corners. I'm so excited to use this one. It looks so beautiful. I hope it's not too dark, the inner corners. Ooh, that is stunning. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's so pretty. Ooh, look at that shade. I just love doing the inner corners. It just really adds like a completely different spin to your look. It's just so pretty. I freaking love doing my inner corners. I hope you guys could see like this whole time and it wasn't like super blurry. Sorry about that. I'm just going to take it on this side as well and do the same thing, obviously. I still always feel like it applies better to like the first eye that I apply it to. Ooh, that looks pretty. I like how it's like a rose gold reddish type of look. Why is my eye, like my finger shaking so much? I feel like I got a little bit of eyeshadow on my eye. Okay, so that is the inner corners. I think it looks freaking stunning. Sorry that my dogs are barking. Our youngest dog loves to go in my older dog's cage and just scratch at it, like he's digging for something. It's just so fucking hilarious because then like Luna starts barking at him like crazy. Probably have to go break it up, but yeah. Sorry that there's like massive amount of chunks of mascara for some reason. I'm gonna go in with the Colourpop BFF mascara, but I just don't know why it's so super chunky today. But it is a great mascara. I really love this mascara. Okay, so I went in with my waterline eyeliner. I just went in with the nude liner just because I wanted to keep the eyes open still. I went in with the the MAC Risque Technical Liner. And then I went in with my MAC Ascendant Play Giga Black Lash on the bottom lashes. And then for bronzer, I just went in with my Milani Baked Bronzer in the shade Dolce, one of my all-time favorites. And now we're going to do blush and highlight. So for blush, I think I'm going to keep it very simple. I don't want to make it like too crazy. Like I kind of wanted to go in with a peach blush, but I think I'm just going to go in with a neutral one just because the eyes are so vibrant. I'm just going to go in with the Colourpop Double Play Duo, and I'm just going to take my trusty blush in the shade Getting Handsy, and I'm just going to apply that one. Because like I know I'm like not doing much today, so like I don't need like a super vibrant blush today. Super vibrant blush. And I'm just going to apply that. I mean, it goes with any look anyway, so. I know I use this blush a ton, but again, I just didn't want to do anything too crazy on my face. I really want the highlight to stand out more. So I kind of want the blush to be very neutral. Even though I feel like the blush is like failing me right now. It's just because I'm applying it over like kind of bare skin because I just put on concealer. Okay, so now let's go into my favorite part always is eyeshadow and highlighter. So I'm going to try out this highlighter today. I know that so many people love this highlighter and I cannot believe it's taken me forever to try it, but I finally just ordered it because I'm just like, everyone talks about this being like probably the best Colourpop highlighter out there. I'm like, I need to fucking order it finally. So I finally picked up the Colourpop Super Shock Cheek Pearlized Highlighter in the shade Flexitarian. I think the one that actually really influenced me to actually pick this up finally is Confessions of a Makeup Addict. She talked about this one as being like the most blinding highlight that she owns. I think I watched a little bit of her highlighting collection, and she said like this one just is blinding like no other highlight, so I'm really excited to try it. Like I have very high expectations for it. I'm thinking that it'll look very wet on my face, so I'm really excited. So this is what it looks like, and then this is what the color looks like. Oh, it's so beautiful and gorgeous. So I'm just gonna apply it. I'm really excited. I don't know if I should use my finger first. I think I'm gonna use my finger to apply it first. Holy crap, that's so stunning. Okay, we're just gonna tap it right here. Oh, that is so pretty. Ooh. All right, let's do a little bit with my brush. I'm just gonna blend it out a little. Holy shit balls, that's beautiful. What the hell, that's so pretty. It's like wet looking without being like really texturized. Like it doesn't emphasize any texture. It's just stunning. So let me apply it to this side. Just like that. I'm probably butchering it like crazy. And then we're going to apply some of my brush and just blend it out. Holy crap. Look at that. I probably applied it a little bit too low, but honestly, I don't care. I'm just going to take more and build it up. I'm probably going to be looking like a disco ball after this, but that is so freaking stunning. And then I'm going to apply it to my nose. I haven't really used a new highlighter in a couple days. I've just been testing out the MAC. Sorry, I gotta stay hydrated. So for my lips, I did order the Colourpop Sweet Crush bundle in the shades Granita Ultra Glossy Lip and Sherbet Shop Ultra Matte Lip, but I'm gonna wear this tomorrow because I'm not wearing like a watermelon red color today to go out and have burgers with my boyfriend and then go back to his house. So I'm gonna go in with the nude shade that I picked up. If I could get my lip liner out. I'm going to go in with the shade Skimpy by Colourpop. I really should have ordered some of the newer shades. Like every time I actually order something from Colourpop, I'm like, I should have ordered that too. So yeah, I ordered the Lime Crime lip laces. I also ordered these two lippies from Colourpop. I ordered 2 ultra matte lips because I haven't had an ultra matte lip in my collection in like probably a year. Because I have decluttered all of my ultra matte lips because I noticed that they got really dry and I don't really have to keep them after like a year. And I also ordered the Jaclyn Hill lipsticks, which I'm going to receive on Thursday. So I want to try out at least this lipstick and the other shade that I got in the duo tomorrow. So I want to do like 2 Colourpop lippies with the Colourpop palette. So for the lip shade, I'm going to be using the Colourpop Ultra Matte Lip in the shade Sunnyside. And the reason why I got this one was because Young Blonde Polish was raving about this one. So I was like, you know what, I kind of really want to pick up a new nude shade from them. So this is the lippy that I'm going to be going in with. And then it says Sunnyside on the bottom. So we're just going to whip it out and use it. And it's a really beautiful, like, very neutral, warm toned nude, which is basically my favorite colors to use. I think it'll be really pretty with this look. Yeah, I love that. I did use this last night. Like, I just tried it on, and I do love the formula. She said that they updated the original formula, so yeah. Alright, I'm going to finish applying it off camera, and then I'll show you guys the final look. Hey, you guys, so this is look number 1. So here are the eyes. So you get a good look at them. Here are the cheeks and the lips. And I don't really want to give my initial thoughts of it yet. I'm going to try out the rest of the palette tomorrow. I'm going to do more of a pinky look tomorrow. Just today I really wanted to dive into some of the red shades. But so far I am obsessed with how this look turned out. I'm just living for it. I really wasn't going to do this much makeup today, but I was just like, whatever. You only live once, right? So I really wanted to do a lot more neutral of a look today, and then this is what turned out. Like, obviously, like, it's always when I'm on camera testing something out is when I get kind of carried away. So I will see you for look number 2 tomorrow. Okay, you guys, so now it is time to do look number 2 with the Colourpop Main Squeeze Palette. So I already primed my eyes and set them. I used the same primer, the Smashbox primer, and then I just went in with the Charlotte Tilbury powder to set my eyes, and then I did lay down a transition shade first just to save some time. I went in with Say I Do, which is one of my single shadows from Colourpop, and now we're going to jump back in to the palette. So for the crease shade, I'm going to take the shade Frosé, and I'm going to work that into my crease. Hopefully it's not too dark as a crease shade, but I think it should be fine. And, ooh, that is really pretty. That's a nice pink. I'm going to kind of keep it a little bit lower, maybe so I can keep the crease pretty pink instead of like laying down a really brown color in the crease. Just because, again, I want this look to be a little bit more pink. This one's not really going to be using as many shadows as the last look that I did yesterday, just because I was really like testing out the palette yesterday, and also there's not too many pink shades in here. There's only this shade and the lid shade that I'm going to be using, because I'm dying to test out that shade as well on my lid. So, and it looked so gorgeous in one of the tutorials that I watched. I mean, not really tutorials, like, honestly, the girl that I watched isn't, like, that great at eyeshadow, to be honest. Like, I could see that her outer edges were not really blended that well. But she did do some really pretty looks. And the shade that she went in with on her lid looks so beautiful. Okay. Sorry, I like just started drinking water now because I just had coffee like a little bit ago. I didn't sleep that great last night, but like last night was the first time I kind of struggled with sleep in a while. So I'm not sure if I'm going to go in with the same shades that I used yesterday. I feel like even the red would be kind of interesting to go in with today, but I want to keep the look really pink. So I'm just going to go in with Seed Money to darken up the crease. I should have used like a Tot yesterday to make it a little bit different, but again, since this is a 9-pan palette, there's only so much you can actually do with the mattes in this palette, especially if you want like a more pinkier look. It's not exactly like the best go-to pink palette. Like, I kind of wish they had a couple more pink shades in here, but I do like that I just don't understand why they put this coral shade in here. It should have been more like a lighter pink maybe, and I feel like with this Baywatch shade, I mean, yes, it's gorgeous, but I feel like they could have put like a white duochrome like pink shade in, white duochrome like pink shade, and then they could have like maybe eliminated Juicy Fruit and put in a pop of green. But Juicy Fruit is so pretty that it's like kind of like hard for me to determine like which shades I would eliminate in this palette, because I do really like the shades, but I feel like they could have done at least 2 different ones and like maybe saved the other 2 shades for like a coral palette. Like maybe if they took out Big Gulp and Juicy Fruit and put in like a white duochrome shade and a pop of green, I feel like that would have been so much cooler. But like everyone wanted a pop of green in this palette. Again, I'm sorry if you guys hear barking dogs. It's not like anything is wrong. It's just because Luna barks a lot at our oldest dog, Luna, barks every single time my mom wants to go outside. And she fights with Remy a lot. But like every time my mom goes and like fills up water to like water the plants outside, she goes crazy and just starts barking when she's going out the door because like she can't come with her. And she like starts a fight with Remy. So that's why it's like always sounds crazy because she's a psycho. She's a sweetheart to us, like to her owners, but like to Remy, she like is not very nice. So for the outer corners, I'm going to go in with red bottoms. Again, basically the same shades as yesterday. I mostly just wanted to use the pinks in this palette today. I feel like I should have done this type of video for like a palette that had more than 9 shades in it, but at the same time, I just really wanted to test out the palette for you guys on camera. I'm actually receiving the Lime Crime lipsticks today. Like right after I film this video, basically. I'm waiting for them to come in the mail. But they should be here by the time I go to work. I don't know if anyone else is going to go down the driveway and pick up the mail. I don't think so. Because my mom always gets mad every single time I order something. I was hoping to just put them in my car when I leave for work. Alright, so that is the outer corners. I'm liking how this look is turning out. I feel like I need a little bit more of the pink again in the crease. But yeah, I'm going to just go in with my NYX glitter primer, and then we will do the lid shade. I'm just going to skip this part. Alright, so we just laid down the glitter primer, because when I was like looking at the footage yesterday of what I recorded, it was almost like 30 minutes long, and I'm just like, I don't want to make the second look as long, because like, it's going to be too long of a video if I make it too long. So that's why I'm just trying to like do the eye look as quick as possible, and then like do my face makeup. So now for the lid shade, we're going to go in with the center shade in the palette, and it's called Maraschino, and I'm going to take that and put that all over my lid. It looks like such a beautiful duochrome deep pinky red, or like a rose gold. Oh my god. Ooh, that's so pretty. Oh my god, I love their lid shades, man. They're just so gorgeous. And I knew I wanted to do a pink look today. I was waiting for this palette just to wear this shirt again because I wanted to make sure I wore this pink shirt. Because I am getting ready for work. Yesterday I was just getting ready to see my boyfriend. Today I'm actually wearing makeup for a reason. Yesterday I just wore makeup because I really wanted to play with the palette. But honestly I wanted to just do a no makeup look yesterday. But I really wanted to test out the palette yesterday. Oh my god, this shade is so freaking pretty. But what do I expect from Colourpop shimmers? They're always beautiful. But this shade is like really soft, really smooth, and very duochrome, and I'm like loving it. It's so freaking pretty. So I'm just gonna pop that on. So yeah, I basically only used 4 shades, but I am going to, you know, use another shade on the inner corners and all that jazz, and use a couple of them on the lower lash line. So if like you're kind of overwhelmed by doing like a pink look, this is like a simple pink look for you that you don't have to use that many eyeshadows, and you can kind of achieve just a pretty simple pink look this way. So I thought that would be like a good idea to show like an easy pink look, you know? Alright, and then for the brow bone, I'm just going to pop on the same exact color I used yesterday. I'm just going to use Hear Me Out. But again, I'm just going to do that off camera because I'm just popping on a shade on my brow bone. But I am just going to put on a little bit more of that pink shade again in the crease. Even though I think it looks okay now, I do want just a tiny bit more pink in the crease again. So we're just going to take Froze. This is actually a very pigmented shade. I think I actually like this shade more than Big Gulp, the one that I used yesterday. I think that this one's a lot more pigmented. I think it performs better than that other one, but again, when I actually looked at my look off camera, it looked totally fine. Like, everything was blended just fine. And then I'm just going to take Seed Money again and put that in the crease again. And I'm going to do the same with red bottoms. Honestly, I'm really loving how red bottoms performs. Like I said yesterday, I accidentally said seed money instead of red bottoms, like the review that I watched. She said that red bottoms didn't perform as well, but I really like how it performs. I really like how it looks on the outer corner. So that's basically it, and now I'm going to go do my face, and then we'll go jump into the lower lash line. Okay, so I went in and did my face, and I used my Master Prime by Face Studio primer, along with my NYX primer spray before that. And then for my foundation, I went in with the Colourpop No Filter foundation. It looks so good on camera. Like, my face looks so full coverage, but it really doesn't feel that way. But it's just such a good foundation. I love this guy. And then for concealer, I guess I don't know but I used the No Filter concealer as well. I don't know where I put it. I guess I just left it in the drawer. And then to set my eyes, my under eyes, I used my Thrive Cosmetics powder, Soft Focus HD setting powder, which is one of my favorites. So now we're just going to do the lower lash line. I accidentally forgot to grab my eyeliner, but I grabbed, oh, a new subscriber. Cool. I accidentally grabbed my black liner instead of my brown, but it's okay. So now we're going to jump into the lower lash line, and for that, I think I'm just going to take Frosé. I'm going to see how pigmented it is. If it's pigmented by itself, that's probably the only color I'm going to use, because I kind of want pink on my lower lash line. I might mix it with like one of the darker shades. I don't know how I feel about this brush. I feel like I just need a better lower lash line brush. If you guys have any suggestions, please tell me. I'm always looking for a good lower lash line brush. I feel like it just doesn't apply it that well. I'm going to use my other brush. I don't know. It's just I'm not feeling it that much. I'm just going to take the other brush and smudge. Yeah, that's definitely more pigmented. Oh, that's sweet. They commented on one of my videos, on my favorites video. That's nice. Okay, so that's that. I think I'm going to add a little bit more brown. I'm going to take Seed Money and just make that a bit darker. Just so it's not too pink. Yeah, that's good. And then for the inner corners, I think I like the other brush for the inner corners a little bit more. If, again, I could find it. It's right here. I think I am just going to take Juicy Fruit again because I feel like Juicy Fruit's like the only inner corner color in this palette. And I want to use the palette as much as possible. So I'm just going to take that and put it on the inner corners. I think it looks really pretty with this look. Because it's like a rose gold and it's just so beautiful. I was actually just going to take a pink, but I think that this works perfectly. Oh my god. It's just so frigging stunning. Oh, that's so pretty. Do the same on this eye. Sorry, people are texting me. Okay, so that is it for that. Alright, that's basically it for the look. I'm gonna pop on some liner and some mascara, but I'm liking how this look out. I'm liking how this look turned out too. Swear, my brain moves faster than my mouth does. Okay, so that is it for that. So I will be back. I'm just going to do eyeliner and mascara off camera. Okay, so for liner, I went in with the Maybelline Master Precise Skinny Liner in the shade Brown. It's just the gel pencil, and I love this guy. For lash primer, I just went in with the Chanel primer that I usually go in with, and then I just went in with the same mascara as yesterday, just because I wanted to keep this a very Colourpop look, so I just went in with the Colourpop Volumizing BFF Mascara. BFF Volumizing Mascara. Sorry, I'm just like such a dumbass. I did set my face with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micro Powder in the shade Fair. Before I did like my lashes and everything. And then I just went in with the MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash on the lower lashes, and then I went in with my Colourpop Pressed Powder. I went in with my Colourpop Here Kitty Kitty bronzer. I literally just like dropped it on my desk. Like it literally flipped over and fell out of my hands. But yeah, I went... Are you seriously gonna do it again? Like, are you friggin' kidding me? Wow, Siri just picked that up, and it said, I don't have the answer to that. Is there something else I can help you with? The Here Kitty Kitty bronzer by Colourpop, okay? Jesus. Now we're gonna go in with blush. Oh my god. And I'm gonna use the Lime Crime Software blush in the shade Hyperlink. Like, literally, that compact flew out of my hands twice. I don't know what's going on today. Like, I literally feel like a dumbass. So I'm going to use that, and I'm going to put it on my cheeks. Man, just never a dull moment. I'm going to use that. Hopefully it'll show up. I just feel like you have to pack these blushes on, but I actually think that looks really good. I feel like I've been applying blush and it just has not been applying the way I wanted to. But I also feel like because I need to wash my dang brushes. I haven't washed them in a little while. I know that's bad, but yeah. Alright, and then to just go over that, because I feel like sometimes the Lime Crime blush, like, I don't love it, so I usually go over it with another blush. I'm going to use the Too Faced Love Flush Long Lasting 16-Hour Blush in the shade Justify My Love. Maybe that's a little bit too pink for this look. Whatever. I'm already holding it. I'm pretty lazy to grab another one. Yeah, that looks good. So we're just going to leave it like that. And then for highlights, I'm going to go in with the Urban Decay Mother of Dragons highlighting palette. I'm only going to take one shade from this, and then I'm probably going to go over it. You know what? I'm going to use this first. I feel like that this is going to have such a better impact anyway. I'm going to use the Maybelline Master Chrome by Face Studio Metallic Highlighter in the shade Molten Rose Gold. You guys know I freaking love these Maybelline highlighters. I haven't used Rose Gold in a little bit, and I just love this with like any pink look, so I'm going to use it today. I'm just going to apply it. Oh my god, it's just so stunning! Since I've been using like goldish highlighters lately, I really wanted to go in with a pink one today. Flexitarian was so gorgeous yesterday though. Like when I actually looked at it in the mirror, it looked so beautiful. Oh my god. Like don't even need to add anything to this. It's just so pretty on its own. But yeah, this is one of my favorite highlighters. Or favorite highlighting formula. It's better than this. And this is like $8 and the palette is like $40. But I had to get it because it was limited edition and everything, and yeah. So now we're just going to go over it a little bit with the Mother of Dragons palette. If I can open it. And I'm just going to use the pink shade right here. And I'm just going to put that over it. I think it'll make it a bit more pink, so I am a fan of that. mean, we're going with like more rose gold vibes today, but yeah, it is pretty with it. I made it more pink and I do like that. All right, so now I'm just going to set my face and then I'm just going to do my brows and then we'll go in with the lips. Okay, so now let's do the lips. My desk is such a mess right now. So for a lip liner, I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild lip liner in the shade Never Petal Down. And I'm just going to line my lips with that. Hopefully the shade that I'm using will be pink enough. Why did I take it out of the box and not show the box? I have the box. Okay. So that is the liner. Love that. I love these Wet n Wild lip liners. Okay. So for the lips, I'm going in with the other lip products that I ordered from Colourpop, and I'm using, it's coinciding with the palette. It's the Sweet Crush bundle, and it comes with a ultra glossy lip and an ultra matte lip. And the two shades are Granita, which is the gloss, and the ultra matte lip in the shade Sherbet Shop, which I think is an adorable name. And I did test out the color a tiny bit before I actually applied it because they describe this color as like a watermelon red. So I was hoping it was like a pinky red. So I'm hoping that this color will work with this look, but I think it will because it does look more pink than red. So I'm hoping it is like a good pinky shade. So let's apply this. Oh yeah. And I am going to apply the gloss on top to make it a little bit more pinky. I think it actually goes really well with this shirt. I mean, it does look a little bit more red on camera, but it looks more pink in person. I think this is going to be such a pretty summer color. I love Colourpop's lip products. They're always super opaque. Like, out of any lipsticks that I have, even over Lime Crime, I feel like most of the Colourpop lipsticks that I've tried has been more pigmented and more opaque than like some of my Lime Crime lipsticks. This actually really reminds me of the color Pink Velvet from Lime Crime. And you guys know that used to be one of my like all-time favorite lip shades. But it's drying down really nicely already. And this shade is like perfect for this look. I'm so happy. I really thought it wasn't going to be pink enough, but it's like the perfect shade. Oh my god, I'm like struggling applying this though. Alright, I'm going to finish applying it off camera, but that's basically what it looks like, and then we'll do the gloss. Oh my god, this is such a pretty color. Alright, I feel like that's the best I can do with that lip shade right now. It looks fine in person. Yeah, so I'm satisfied with it. So I'm going to go in with the gloss over it. So I feel like this lip is a little bit too vibrant, especially like for work. It's like very, very bright. So I'm going to go in with the gloss on top. This is the shade Granita. I'm not going to, I think Granita is how you say it, but I did try this over the lipstick a couple days ago and it looked so pretty. Like I just tried it out. Like I literally just tried on the lipstick to see how the formula was. And then I applied this on top, and I am a little bit annoyed that this is a brush applicator. But I do find that these work pretty well over the ultra matte lips or like any type of matte lip. These don't really work that great over like regular lipsticks though, because it like basically makes the lipstick streaky as hell and like disappear. So I suggest when you use these, you either use them on their own or you use them over a liquid lipstick. So I'm going to apply it. See how it like kind of tones down a little bit of the lipstick? I mean, not really, but I think it kind of makes it a little bit more subtle. And I'm going to apply it on Terp. I'm kind of just dabbing it on because these ones I feel like with the brush applicator have a little bit more of a thicker formula. Oh, that is so pretty on top. It's kind of very similar to the other gloss that I got though from the Maleficent collection. I'm glad the lipstick is more like pink though than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like really red, but it's like really gorgeous. It's a really gorgeous pink. I feel like if I would have gotten the fuchsia shade, it would have been fuchsia shade that was in the other duo. Because they like sold these in duos. I feel like it would have been even more vibrant than this one. So I'm actually kind of happy I got this shade. Because I kept on comparing like the two colors online of like the fuchsia and this color in both duos. And oh my god, this color is so beautiful. It looks so vibrant on camera. Alright, that's pretty much the look. Let me just take my hair down and then I will show you guys the final look. I actually love this look. It looks so pretty, and I feel like once I have my hair down, like the lippy looks a little bit more wearable. So, why is there something in my nose? I feel like that looks like mascara. Oh my god. Okay, I'll show you guys the final look. Just give me a second. Okay, you guys, so this is the finished look number 2. Here are the eyes. The cheeks. And the lips. I'm like kind of obsessed with this lip color. It's so freaking stunning and I love it. It makes my lips look so juicy and I'm kind of living for it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this 2 looks 1 palette using the Main Squeeze palette by Colourpop. I actually am super impressed with this palette. But again, I will do a full review of it once I've tested out all the shades. Now, basically the only shade that I haven't used is Baywatch. I pretty much have tested out all the mattes, and I just haven't used Baywatch on my lid or Juicy Fruit, but Juicy Fruit I've been using on the inner corners. So I pretty much have used every shade except for Baywatch, and I have to say I'm pretty impressed with the whole palette. I guess that's my mini review, but you guys will see my thoughts in my haul. I probably will end up using every single shade by the time I'm able to record a haul, because I don't think I'm going to be able to record my haul until this weekend because I am pre-filming this video. I'm going to Connecticut tomorrow actually to celebrate my best friend's birthday. Her birthday is actually tomorrow, and tomorrow's like basically my only free day besides Friday. I actually ended up getting Friday night off because I worked for one of my other coworkers on Monday, so she's taking my Friday night shift. So I'm off tomorrow and Thursday. That's why I'm working tonight. So I am closing tonight, which is fine. Like Wednesdays, I just want to work anyway, but I wish I would have opened today. So like I had the rest of the day to like run errands and get myself together for tomorrow, but it's okay. Like I'll have plenty of time. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this look. So please like and subscribe. Follow me on all my social media. Let me know if you guys are going to be picking up this palette. I think that this is a really easy, fun, go-to summer palette for me. I think that the 2 looks that I created, I really did love how they turned out. So yeah, love you guys. Bye!